Paul.
Hi, John. Paul Dennison.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you as well. Have a seat, please. John, I've been retained by XNM Pharmaceuticals to represent the corporation with respect to the slip and fall accident. And I've called you in here today just to get some information from you regarding your investigation.
Absolutely.
Excellent. John, what I'm going to be doing is recording our conversation so that I can review it later for detail. And do you have a problem with that?
No, I don't.
Excellent. Okay. For my records, could you please identify your full name and your position with the corporation?
My name is John Hamill, and I am a security guard with XNM Pharmaceuticals.
Okay. How long have you been a security guard, John?
I've been with XNM for over 5 years.
5 years. Very good. Very good. Okay, John, could you please tell me about the incident that occurred on February the 21st, 2008, involving Patricia Greenwood?
I was working day shift that day, 0700 hours to 1700 hours. At 0833 hours, my partner and I were dispatched to pathway number 1 regarding a reported slip and fall incident. Upon arrival at the scene, we located Miss Greenwood. She was with a male individual who was later identified as Robert Hearns. Miss Greenwood had reported that she was walking on the pathway towards the main building when she slipped and fell. As a result of the fall, Miss Greenwood reports that she had injured her elbow. My partner, Fred Barker, at that time rendered first aid treatment to Miss Greenwood.
Excellent. Okay. What we're going to do today, John, is we're going to talk about your investigation regarding the matter, and I'll talk to Mr. Barker about the first aid response.
Understood. At that time, however, I had asked other people in the area if they had witnessed the event. There were 2 individuals, one Mr. Robert Hearns and another individual by the name of James McNeely, who indicated they had witnessed the event.
Okay. All right. Were you able to get statements from these people?
I did receive 2 written statements from both those individuals later that morning, both of which I can provide to you.
Excellent. Okay. So this would be the statement of Mr. Hearns?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And this would be the statement of Mr. McNeely?
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Okay, John, did you get a chance to record the weather conditions for February the 21st?
Yes, I did. I'll just refer to my notes here. I maintain a log for each shift.
Excellent.
It was snowing that day. It was approximately minus 5 degrees Celsius, and it had been snowing since 7 a.m. when I arrived for work that day. I have a report from the weather office indicating that 18 centimeters of snow fell on that date, February 21st, 2008.
Excellent. Okay. And were you able to determine the exact location of the fall?
I was able to determine the location. Miss Greenwood herself was able to identify the exact location, and that was confirmed by the 2 witnesses. Also, there were markings in the snow consistent with a slip and fall.
Okay. All right. Can you describe for me the condition of the pathway when you got there?
Upon arrival to the pathway was snow covered, and there was packed snow covered with freshly fallen loose snow on top of that. I did obtain photos of the pathway that day.
Oh, excellent. John, from this photograph, it looks to me like this pathway had been cleared at some time. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I do. The path has indeed been cleared at the time of that photograph.
And how do you know that?
Our lead grounds crew member keeps a log and was able to provide a photocopy of that log to me. They maintain this log when there is snow and plowing is required.
Okay, excellent.
And that indicates right in there at 7:45.
Do you know who it was that was actually doing the plowing on that date at that time?
It would have been, I believe, Barb White. For this log, I have Richard Jones, who is our lead grounds crew member, initial it to verify the accuracy of that log. Also, on that date, I confirmed with Barb White that the information she recorded is also accurate
Perfect.
regarding the plowing.
Perfect. Do you know how many, do you have any idea how many pathways there are on the property, pathways and roadways?
From site plans, I was able to determine that there is approximately 6.4 kilometers of pathways, as well as 12.6 kilometers of roadway on the property.
Wow, that's quite extensive. That's quite the property you have there.
Yep.
All right. When you were investigating, did you notice what she was wearing? On her feet particularly?
During my primary assessment of the scene, I did notice that Miss Greenwood was wearing a running style shoe at that time.
Okay. Excellent.
And I have a photograph here of the actual footwear, which illustrates Miss Greenwood and also captures the footwear that she was wearing at the time.
Excellent. So that is Miss Greenwood?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Do you know what she was doing at the time? Do you have any information regarding her behavior just prior to the fall?
From the statements that I received, both from the individuals that had witnessed the incident and Miss Greenwood herself, it was determined that she was on her way to her office. She had a meeting, her first meeting of the day at 9:30, and it did not appear that she was in a hurry at that time.
Okay. Do you know if she was carrying anything?
Also obtained from the statements provided were details of a laptop and a laptop-style carrying case in one hand, and she had a large cup in the other hand.
Well, John, that was very professional. I really appreciate the information you were able to provide. If I need to speak to you again, have your business card. The information is correct?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Well, thanks very much for coming in.
Glad I could help.